Heyo guys, how's it going? Tally here, and today I'm going to bring you a demonstration of just how goddamn busted Fusion Destiny is. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few combos and a few techs involving Fusion Destiny. The first one being a really cool 2-card combo to have Alive, Darklaw and Dystopia on your opponent's turn. Okay, again, 2-card combo and it's pretty nifty. So let's just fire in. First of all, we're going to go ahead and activate A Hero Lives, and from A Hero Lives, we are going to get ourselves a Shadow Mist. Shadow Mist is going to get us one of the best cards in the goddamn game, Mass Change. And then from there, we are going to activate Fusion Destiny. And we're going to use Fodder Materials, going to use Malicious, and where is he? Draw Hand. This is the tech I'm trying out in the deck. It's working kind of well. It does a good job. We'll say that for the very least. And then with that, we're going to summon our Plasma. Next, we're going to... doesn't really matter what you do here. We're going to banish Malicious to special summon Malicious. Then we're going to link these two into our Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader is going to bring back our Plasma. And then from there, we're going to link these two into Extra Hero Big Guy, Dominance. Okay, that's going to change Plasma's attack, therefore making it live during your opponent's turn. And then we're going to go ahead and set our Mass Change. Then during your opponent's turn, I believe it's during the standby phase, you get to summon the Destiny Hero Draw Hand. Okay, we'll just put it there. Now you can activate its effect. What its effect does is pretty much both players draw one card, and then a nifty thing you can do is chain Mass Change to that effect, so that on resolution your opponent is forced to banish a random card from their hand. To be honest though, I'm not a massive fan of that combo, purely for the fact that your opponent does not actually minus. If anything, they dig deeper into their deck. Sure, you might snipe a card, but that random element really means that you might not, right? You might just let them draw a free card, and you might get rid of a card they do not care, right? You might have just unbricked their hand. So I like to summon Draw Hand. I do not use this effect. Then I activate Mass Change, send in Draw Hand, and getting Darklaw. Okay, honestly, simple as that. We get our Darklaw, everything gets banished, plus you can force them to minus when they search. Dystopia will pop something during your opponent's turn, and Big Guy provides Pearson, which is pretty much it. Okay, that was 2 cards though, so you might have cards in hand. You might have a Called by the Grave, you might have, not that Called by the Grave really matters because you've got Darklaw, but you might have your Impermanences or Effect Veilers or any other hand traps. You may have had Extenders so that you can set up a really nasty board. Okay, though that is off of those 2 cards how you make a live Dystopia plus Darklaw. What we're going to do next is take a look at a few cool side deck techs that you can use with Fusion Destiny to get you some more advantageous plays going both first and second. So let's go have a look at that. Okay, so next I'm going to demonstrate to you why this card and this card make these cards absolutely insane. Okay, so these are some really nifty side deck options that you can run for the deck, but let's just run through it one by one. So first of all, we're going to Fusion Destiny, okay? And we want to summon Dangerous. The reason we want to summon Dangerous is because Dangerous is 1 Destiny Hero plus any Dark Monster, which is kind of nuts when you think about it, because there's a lot of Dark Monsters that want to be in the graveyard, okay? Honestly, see if you could make that like this thing's got potential in like Dark Warrior decks, because some of them do run Violent to help dump Malicious, get some plays, so I'm going to maybe think about that later on, maybe a hero variant of some sort of Dark Warrior deck, but anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So yeah, this card is absolutely nuts. So what we want to do is we Fusion Destiny, and for our first, this is a going first play. So primarily this deck wants to go second, but it can go first if it needs to, especially once you've got access to the side deck. So we want to send, it'll be back here somewhere. No? Where is it? Yeah, so we want to be sending a Malicious, that one's a given. but we also want to send, right, it's a card that we've side decked in. We're going to side deck in Phantom Knights of Silent Boots. Okay, who said the Phantom Knight engine was dead? So what we want to do is we want to use those two and summon Dangerous. From there, we're then going to banish Malicious to special summon Malicious. Wrong deck. Yeah, so we want to banish Mali to special summon Mali. And then we want to kind of just take it from there. Okay, so the way that this works is it's not like... Well, honestly, it's a bit of a play starter. It really relies on the rest of your hand to tell you whether it's a good play or not, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to link these two off. And then we're going to go into our Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader is going to get us, we'll just say, Dangerous back. And then from there, we're going to banish Silent Boots to get us a Fogblade. Okay, so again, that's a 1-card combo that gets you a negate plus 2 bodies on board. And ultimately, like, you could tribute this and get a normal summon. Let's look at a bit more of a combo again to get a bit more field presence on board. So we'll take that in just a second. Let's go do that just about now. Okay, so for this combo, we basically want to end on Darklaw plus a Fogblade plus cards in hand. Now the way to do that is you definitely need Fusion Destiny, then you need any of these cards, okay? So ultimately we want a way to see Shadow Mist, so there's a lot of ways that we can do that, okay? We can open up Shadow Mist, we can search Shadow Mist off of eCall, we can Hero Lives either into Shadow Mist if we want, or into Stratos to get as a Shadow Mist, and then we can a Hero Lives into Shadow Mist as well. Okay, so ultimately what we're going to do here is, as you've seen before, we are going to use Fusion Destiny, sending our Malicious and our Silent Boots to get us a Dangerous. From there, we're just going to do the shenanigans with Malicious, get a second Malicious, and we're going to banish Silent Boots to get Fogblade in hand. Then we've got options, okay? So realistically, let's just say we have opened, let's just say we've opened Rota, right, because it's at the top there. Then we're going to play Rota to get our Shadow Mist to hand. And then we're going to link 2 into, as per usual, Cross Crusader. Cross Crusader is then going to special summon back Dangerous, just because it's a bit beefier. In fact, no, not Dangerous, we'll go with Malicious actually. Let's extend this a little bit. Okay, go into Malicious, and then from there, we're going to tribute Malicious to search out. And again, this really much depends on your hand, but based on the simple scenario we have here, we're going to search out Solid Soldier. Okay, by doing this, we're going to make our Shadow Mist live. So then what we want to do is we want to normal summon Solid Soldier, special summon Sean Connery, special summon Shadow Mist, and then that of course gets us our mask change. Then from there, we want to just link these two into options. We could go Dread Decimator purely for the attack gain. We could go Wonder Driver because during your opponent's turn, in fact, you know what? Yeah, we're yet to really use Wonder Driver on the channel, so set Wonder Driver, or we'll summon Wonder Driver. Then from there, we'll set our Fogblade, we'll set our Mask Change, and we'll just go ahead and pass, really unassuming. Okay, then during your opponent's standby phase again, we are going to Mask Change our Shadow Mist into Darklaw. And then 2 effects are going to trigger here. So first of all, we're going to activate Shadow Mist as Chain Link 1, and this is Chain Link 2. Wonder Driver is going to set our Mask Change because a card was special summoned to a point that a zone that it points to, and then Shadow Mist is going to get us a wee bit extra protection in the form of Honest Neos. Okay, so from there you have an Honest Neos which backs up your Wonder Driver because it's weak, or it backs up your Darklaw if your opponent tries to go ahead and destroy it by battle. We have a negate in the form of Fogblade, and then for next turn we have another Mask Change that we can do lots of shenanigans with. Okay, and again, that was a 2-card combo. Okay, it's lots of different 2 cards, but it's a 2-card combo, and with other cards in hand, you definitely could extend from there. But that's a go in first play that sets up a floodgate and a gate and a little bit of recursion for next turn, plus Honest Neos, which is always good. Okay, so next we're going to talk about some of our go in second options in form of our other text that we can side in and side out. So let's go do that just now. Okay, so in terms of going second options, we've kind of got 2 options here. We have Farfa Malebranche of the Burning Abyss, and we have Shadow Dragon. Now what these do is when they are sent to the graveyard, this one just in general and this one by card effect, what happens is they will do things. This will banish a card until the end phase, and this will pop a back row. If you want to dig deeper, you can also play the other Shadow card. I can't remember what it's called, I'll pop it up on screen. You can also play that, and when it's sent to the graveyard, it also lets you draw a card. Okay, what is it? Shadow Beast. Okay, you can use Shadow Beast if you'd rather. To be honest, I like these 2 because they're good going second options. If I happen to hard draw this, Dangerous can discard it and I'll get its effect anyway, meaning that I can deal with potentially up to 2 cards. So I like running both of these at once when I side them in, just to give me some versatility depending on the deck that I'm playing against. Okay, so let's have a quick look at a kind of scenario. It's hard because I'm not actually playing against someone, but here's what we do. In fact, 2 seconds, and we'll be back in just a minute. So for our last combo of today, here's how we're going to break someone's board using either one of these 2 cards. Okay, so as far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure, let me double check Farfa. Yeah, so this deals with a monster and this deals with a spell or trap, so these are situational, so depending on what kind of deck you're going up against, you know, if you're going up against a very monster heavy deck, you send Farfa. If you're going up against a really back row heavy deck, you send Shadow Dragon. So let's just say we're going up against a deck that's got a few monsters on board, so we need this Fusion Destiny and any random hero card. Okay, well that'll make sense in a minute. So what we do is our Fusion Destiny, we've seen this all before, so we'll just fire through this as quickly as we can. We send Malicious and Farfa. From there, Farfa is going to, let me get that, sorry about that, Farfa is going to banish something right after we summon Dangerous. Okay, so we're going to banish something on their field, then we're going to banish Malicious to special summon Malicious. Nothing new here. Then we're going to go into Cross Crusader, and Cross Crusader is going to bring back either one of these 2, it doesn't matter. We'll go with Malicious. Okay, from there we're going to tribute Malicious with Cross Crusader to get us out a Vision Hero Faris into our hands. And this is where that random hero card comes into play. So we're going to discard a random hero card, in our case it's Draw Hand, which may come into play, could come into play depending on the rest of our hand, to special summon Faris. Faris is then going to set an increase in the spell and trap zone, if I can find it of course. Yeah, going to set increase in the spell and trap zone. Increase is going to tribute Faris to special summon itself, and once it's done that, it's going to get out a Vion. Of course, I have lost my Vionis, but there we go, there it is. Okay, from that point, we're then going to send Shadow Mist to the graveyard, and Shadow Mist is going to get us, could be anything really, right? We haven't even normal summoned this turn, so we could even go for... What do we want to go for, guys? I don't know. Do you know what? Let's go for the spice. Let's get out Bubble Man. Okay, so we'll add that to hand, then we'll banish Shadow Mist. Doesn't really matter what we banish, just as long as we're banishing a hero, to get us Polymerization. From there, we're going to just go ahead and fuse. Right, we're going to fuse our Polymerization using Bubble Man, and doesn't really matter, we'll go Increase just because it's slightly weaker. And we'll go into Absolute Zero. From here we can just go like Absolute Zero, Cross Crusader, into the big boy. What's his name? Dread Decimator, of course. And Absolute Zero is going to blow up their board. Okay, so from here we're put in an advantageous position where we can just deal a bit of damage Dread Decimator is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 extra attack points, so it's going to be up to 32. This is going to be 1800. So again, dealing a good amount of attack points to your opponent there. And again, it just puts you in a little bit of a lead. Of course, you're going to have extenders when you try this combo in real life, because you start your combo with 6 cards in hands if you're going second, and 5 cards if you're going first. But you're not doing this combo going first because there's no board to break. But honestly, like, this combo with another card, right, if this had like Mask Change, that's really deadly. Again, if it had like another Destiny hero in hand, we could have made Dystopia. Just with one more extender, this combo goes off. Okay, so let me know, guys, if you want to see anything with a bit more extenders to see the full potential of some of these combos. But what we'll do now is we'll wrap it up just to let you digest some of the spicy tech and some of the spice of the video here today. As always, guys, if you liked it, give it a like. If you loved it, give it a share and tell the whole damn world about Team Tally today. Of course, if you want to join Team Tally and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. It's down there somewhere, right? Down there. As always, guys, right? You've been fantastic. I have been Tally. I'll catch you later. Bye.